Hello, my name is Don Lewis, and this is not my new life story. My wife and I have had the privilege of being married for 50 years. Our anniversary was actually January 24 and 25. We actually got married on a Saturday morning, January 24, 1976, in Abbeville, Louisiana, which is where she grew up. And then we caught a flight out that afternoon and into San Francisco, and spent that first night in Oakland, California, which is where I was born and raised. And the next evening we had another wedding, January 25. And so we are well married in that regard, having had two weddings with the same people, same person. And I have a lot of people asking me these days when they hear that I've been married for 50 years, we've been married for 50 years, they're asking me, how do you do that? And what has kept you together? And my response is based on two scriptures, one in Ephesians chapter 5 and the other in 1 Peter 3. Ephesians chapter 5 says, husbands, love your wives as Christ loves the church and gave himself for it. And I look at that because too often I think we define love in terms of an infatuation experience. You know, she's attractive, yes she is, and I like the way she looks, I like the way she moves, I like the way she talks. I can't wait to get my arms around her. And all that is accurate, but the reality is that is not the way Jesus looks at the church. And if we're to love our spouses the way Christ loves the church, we need to look at, okay, how does Jesus demonstrate love? Well, he demonstrates love by, number one, he gave himself for the church. He sacrificed his life, and he invested into the church, and he died for the church. And that is what I think that scripture means when it says, husbands, love your wife as Christ loves the church. That I need to learn what it means to give myself to heal my wife, sacrifice for my wife, and to be willing to die. Certainly die to my own passions and desires. There's another passage of scripture also in 1 Peter 3 where it says, husbands, I am to live with my wife according to understanding. And what that basically means to me is that I need to be getting a PhD in Hildred Lewis. I need to get to know her. What are her passions? What are her aspirations? What are her dreams? What are her fears? What are her likes, her dislikes?
Love is seeking the highest good for the object of your affection, and entering into marriage and loving my husband, having come to know him on July 13th of 1975, and then us marrying January 24th of 1976, which was only 6 months later. We really didn't know each other that well because I was living in Louisiana and he was living in California. But my attitude was, this marriage is going to last forever. And so what do I do to make it last forever? I learned to love, and I learned to honor and respect my husband. And so, and I learned to have a PhD also in who he is, who Don Lewis is, what are his desires, his goals, what is he looking for from me? What can I do to make him be successful, very successful in his career, very successful as a husband, and very successful as a father. So that was my intent, getting to know him and learning that he was the love of my life. And what do you do with the love of your life? You honor them and you make sure that you give them what they need.
My attitude is that is the reason why we've been married for 50 years. And it hasn't been 50 years of tolerating one another. It's been 15 years of enjoying each other. Sure, we've had our challenges, we've had our ups, our downs, and what have you. But for the most part, we have enjoyed each other. We certainly have enjoyed raising our kids. And now we are the grandparents and we're enjoying that. But we need to look at that clearly. a guy is to invest in getting to know his wife, really spending time studying her, getting to understand what are her likes, her dislikes, what are her mood swings, what are her apprehensions. Yeah, and it doesn't mean that I do everything that she wants me to do, or everything that she says. Obviously, that's not the case. But what is the case is that my commitment to being the man that she needs and desires.